It's Wednesday, March 20th, 2024. Let's talk about the news. From Reuters, Trump fails to secure bond for $454 million judgment in civil fraud case as asset seizures loom. Former U.S. President Trump has been unable to secure a bond that would cover the $454 million judgment in a recent New York State civil fraud trial, even after approaching 30 surety bond companies, according to his lawyers, which leaves him prone to property seizure if he is unable to either pay cash or post a bond by March 25th. A surety bond is issued by an insurance company that commits to paying whatever their client owes the court if that client is found guilty. And in this case, Trump is appealing the ruling of that civil fraud case in which he is accused of overstating his net worth in order to get more favorable loan terms. If he wins that appeal, he will owe less than that nearly $500 million sum or nothing at all. But if he loses, he will owe the full amount plus interest. And these bonds are meant to ensure the fine is paid, held in escrow basically, even though there will be a probably multi-year delay in that payment. Trump's team says the size of this judgment is excessive and that no bond company will issue a bond that large, and they've offered to put up a $100 million bond instead, while also appealing to another state court for a delay in the enforcement of the judgment, which, if that court rules in their favor, would allow them to proceed with their main appeal without having to pay the full amount in the meantime. If Trump is unable to pay cash or post bond, there's a chance the state of New York could freeze his bank accounts and or seize his real estate holdings in lieu of payment. From the Wall Street Journal, Bank of Japan raises rates and halts emergency policies. Japan's central bank has announced an end to its policy of negative interest rates, indicating that a period of stable inflation is within reach. This announcement ends an unorthodox policy that began in 2016 and which was meant to help the country address its persistent economic stagnation and cyclical deflation. And while the country's prime minister has said deflation has not gone away yet, he has indicated that there's reason to believe things are trending in the right direction, and that this move, which is small in size but big in symbolism, could help bring Japanese wealth held overseas back into the country, attracting more investment and reinforcing existing positive economic indicators, despite continued internal challenges and downward pressures from some of its major trading partners. And from The Verge, NVIDIA reveals Blackwell B200 GPU, the world's most powerful chip for AI. On Monday, NVIDIA's CEO announced what he calls a new superchip, optimized for artificial intelligence purposes, capable of achieving 30 times the performance of its existing, very much in demand AI-optimized hardware. This is a big deal in part because NVIDIA recently became the third most valuable company in the United States, surpassing the market valuation of Alphabet and Amazon and trailing only Microsoft and Apple on the strength of and continued demand for its computer chips, which have been fueling the boom in artificial intelligence tools, especially those based on large language models like OpenAI's ChatGPT and its competitors. This new chip, the Blackwell B200 GPU, contains 208 billion transistors and purports to reduce the cost and energy consumption of operation, which is substantial with these types of chips, up to 25 times compared to its predecessor. Other companies are scrambling to compete with NVIDIA's offerings, and it's likely that this upgrade, which focuses on power but also efficiency, will lead to more competition in that aspect of the AI race over the next few years. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com. And you can support this and other related projects, like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.